Aloha, everybody. Happy Sunday to you. So first, the haircut, okay? It is me. I got it whacked. I looked at the video last week before I sent it out. And I was like, oh my God, does it really look like that bad? And of course, the answer was yes, especially hearing back from several of you ragging me unmercifully and deservedly so. So that ragged look is a little cleaned up now, a little bit better. So that's, it's me. Um, Hey, so we've been, I've been sending a lot of videos, newsletters the last several weeks because it's just hard here in Hawaii to lug a laptop around, especially where I am and the time where I'm spending my time. It can get real windy and sandy, and what I'm trying to say is I'm at the beach a lot. And so shooting these things makes it much easier. Plus, those of you who've been following me for a while, you know my typing skills are horrible, and the typos even worse. So. Yeah, anyway, so bear with me. We've got a few more weeks here before we return. We've got another group of students coming soon. This is just the best way to be able to continue to hang out with you. So I hope you don't mind. So, for those that either are new or sometimes you miss the newsletters, over the last several weeks, it started with a question I wrote, I asked, what about your dream scares you? And got a lot of beautiful responses from all of you. We have literally thousands of you on these newsletters these days, and it's just a beautiful thing when you guys give feedback. And the feedback on this one was basically, I don't feel like I'm enough. It scares me that I'm not special enough, cool enough, or that I'm just enough as a person. And so I tried to address that next. I tried to talk about that one. And then the next one was what to do about people that don't believe in your dream, that people close to you that judge you, and how to deal with that, right? But this week it came about because one of our most beautiful alumni, graduates of our training, and an incredibly talented actor and an even better man, shared with me how, his greatest fear really is his selfishness. And that's not the fear, but the thing that bothers him the most about his dream is his selfishness. In other words, he has ailing parents, and his siblings are back home helping, taking care of them, while he's here, quote unquote, living his dream. They're making great sacrifices to help the parents. They're making great sacrifices just to, support everything. On top of that, they're helping support him from time to time when he really struggles, sending him money, etc. They're his biggest fans, his siblings and family members, right? They believe in him, right? And he feels guilty about that. He feels guilty that, why should he get to do this when they have to sacrifice so much? And if you can relate to this at all, or maybe you could just relate to what that you just feel selfish by going after this, that those around you are going to have to sacrifice a great deal. And, obviously you need to have good, honest conversations about it. And when I asked him about this, he said, no, his siblings and family believe in him. They want him to be doing this. They tell him, don't come home. You don't need to come home yet. When you do, we'll let you know. But right now, don't worry, but he still feels that. So again, whatever degree you can relate to on this one, I certainly can. I have, in my opinion, in 30 years of going after this, I have sacrificed a great deal, but so have people around me, especially my kid, my daughter. And, I made a vow when I had to take some time away from being around her on a daily basis. I made a vow that the best way to honor her, the best way to honor my love of her, and the best way to honor the sacrifices that we were making was to then go work as hard as possible. I was going to do everything I could do to honor what we were missing out on. And I turned it into a positive thing by having it up my work ethic and my commitment. I heard an athlete one time, a young kid, I was so impressed with him, I've shared this before, but he said he hears all the time athletes who don't get drafted high, or they have a chip on their shoulder, and they're always saying, no, I'm going to prove everybody wrong. I'm going to prove everybody wrong. You hear Academy Award speeches, people stand up and go, this is for all the people that didn't believe in me, right? And this guy said, that never felt right. I wanted to prove all the people that believed in me, I wanted to prove them right. And it really resonated with me. It's a much healthier way to go about it. It's much more empowering, to be honest with you. It certainly feels better inside. So and we have students who are at our school who are literally and figuratively or both being supported by people, spouses, siblings, partners, parents, somebody, grandparents, you know, paying for their foundation to be put in place. And I say to them all the time, man, the greatest gift you can give them back is to work your ass off, is to honor everything they're doing for you, by taking it to a whole new level. So instead of feeling guilt about it, honor their gift, honor their sacrifice by being the absolute best version of you can be and going after this thing. That's my advice. Step up the game instead of stepping back from it. Don't shrink. Stand better and louder and grander and greater than ever before, and thanking them for all that they're sacrificing. I think that's the greatest gift you can give back to anyone who's part of your artistic family, anyone who believes in you, anyone who is sacrificing because of this calling deep inside your heart. So, short and sweet. That's what I think on this one. I'd love to know your thoughts. So, either on the Facebook Artistic Family, post what you've done that's effective, or maybe there's somebody you should reach out to, share that story to say thank you even more. Or you can certainly just hit reply and send it to me privately and I'll respond too. But I love the engagement. I really do. We have, at this point, there's thousands of you following us on this weekly newsletter, and it's a privilege. It really is. But the greatest thing I get out of this is when you reach back. So, just what, good, bad, or indifferent, just let me know. I don't need you to agree with me. But it is nice to have the community communing. So I do appreciate that. Okay? Okay. Have a great week. Have a great week. Hope the next time I see you, you can say that your dream is further along and that you're a better version of yourself in your dream. That's my goal. That's what I'll start with next week. So I'll tell you how I did, okay? All right. Aloha.